Hey, welcome in everybody to race number 8 for the Midnight Racing League here tonight at the Old Atlanta Motor Speedway. A little bit different here tonight, where you have to kind of have a little bit more tire saving. It's not really a super speedway, at least you didn't used to be, and now you have to really save those tires and do everything you can to make this as good of a race as you can. This is 100 laps here tonight too. We kind of up the lap count with this, and I will also point out we're joined by some friends up here in the booth, and I'm thrilled to see how well this is going to go for this race. But we're joined tonight, as usual, by Mr. Trevor Aswarnauth. Not
sir.
broadcasting though. There he is. He is racing tonight. We'll be going through the starting grid shortly. We're also joined by Alex Hill, who is not going to speak because he is currently deafened. We're joined by Chase Mastretta, who is also racing, and Alex is racing as well. And then someone you might know from PGR, any other longtime super fans of PGR might know the name. Landon Tilley is up here in the booth with us. He's not racing, he's just hanging out. So, definitely going to be a fun one. Let's go ahead and go through tonight's starting grid for you real quick. Starting up front, Colton Ward, as usual, up here. Starting in P1, Connor Leach next to him in second. Third place will be Alex Hill for Nightmare Esports, and Justin Mellicar got a qualifying effort in fourth. Timothy Cook will be fifth. Kevin Smith kind of back here on the grid a little bit this week. And sixth, Tyler Henry seventh, Brent Garber eighth, Mike DeWalt will be ninth, and Corey Wright will be starting in the 10th position. 11th will be Matt Albert, Trevor Aswarnauth in 12th. 13th will be Aaron Stanton, Braden Walters 14th, Seth Heyman 15th, JD Rashid 16th, Chase Mastretta 17th, Wayne Eastwood 18th, Tyler Stevenson 19th, and Richard McMillian will be 20th. Derek Enderline will be 21st, Dylan Connolly, Decon himself 22nd, Kevin Allen, 23rd, Diego Burriel 24th, 25th will be Brendan Reed, John Border 26th, Nick Aloysia 27th, Gordon Glidewell 28th, Corey Jones 29th, and Juan Cobbs Jr. in 30th. Nicholas Bass will be 31st, Reginald Harris 32nd, Jeremy Rafson 33rd, Mark Person 34th, Courtney Hubbard 35th, Charlie Morgan in 36th position. That's actually rounding out tonight's field. I thought we had a couple more drivers in that, but 36 trucks out here at the Old Atlanta Motor Speedway for y'all here tonight. So before we get this thing started, I guess let's get some input from a couple of our drivers up here tonight. Let's talk to Trev first. Trev, how you feeling?
Well, baby, I'm outside here tonight. My favorite time of the week, Midnight Racing League Day. And we're out here at Old Atlanta, baby. I'm out here to have some fun, possibly put it in the wall, and try to get us a win here tonight.
Sounds good to me. And then next up, who we got? We got Alex is still deafened. So Chase, how you feeling tonight?
I didn't realize I signed up for 100 laps. So we're just going to wing it. Hopefully we don't burn the tires off in the first 20 laps. Yeah, we'll give them hell.
Well, there we go. We're coming to the green flag right now. Colton Ward, Connor Leach leading the field to green. We're racing here at the Old Atlanta Motor Speedway, and kind of an even start here between both of these lanes. Connor Leach jumping out to an early lead on the outside. Alex Hill immediately splitting it 3 wide on Colton Ward. No surprise there. Bring it to the 77 with the edge coming out of the corner, but that outside lane I imagine is going to have a little bit more momentum. Connor Leach does indeed get that momentum with a push from his teammate Justin Mellicar in the 84. Kevin Smith now in tow as well. Good run so far for Timothy Cook. I know it's lap 1, but it was a good qualifying effort for Cook. We've seen him kind of in the back half of the top 10, a little bit outside of that sometimes this season. Good effort from him starting this race off. Coming to lap 2, still 3 wide for the lead. Hill, Ward, Leach all going at it, as Leach now still doing a great job on that outside lane. The only worry, though, is that what we normally have happen in these things, you don't really want to be using that outside lane for too long. Unless the inside lane really is not viable whatsoever, maybe it's bumps or who knows whatever it could be. You want to be saving your tires on that bottom lane of the racetrack, and a lot of people kind of are misled into thinking, okay, I need to go up top and save tires up there because you're turning less and whatnot. We go through this usually every single week where you're wanting to stay on the bottom if you want to save these tires. And now Colton Ward is now trying to utilize that outside lane to get a run on Connor Leach, but it's just not going to be good enough. Leach back down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Alex Hill had to give up a little bit of track position there. It was a bold move. Really going into turn number 1, we saw Hill, again, no surprise. Anyone that is a regular viewer of anything on PGR eSports, Alex Hill's going to be making those moves. And right now, that one just didn't work for him, and he's relegated back to the second row, second in line on the bottom side of the racetrack. Timothy Cook's made up a position up into the top 5. Justin Mellicar's fallen back to 6th. Behind that, who else we got? We got Brent Garber, Chef Moorhead on Twitch. Go give him a follow. In 7th, Mike DeWalt in 8th. Trevor Aswarnauth, 9th, Tyler Henry. Rounding out the top 10 here on lap 4, and I guess we can go ahead and maybe get a word with some guys. I guess not. Yeah, well, yeah, everyone's deafened except and Chase just deafened. Never mind. We're just going to sit in here, I guess, until some of our in-race reporters actually decide they want to say something. Colton Ward finally does get clear on Connor Leach. Alex Hill now vying for the 2nd position. And really a good clean and green start to this race. That's nice to see that. This can be a challenging racetrack. It's a very old, very abrasive surface. It is the 2008 layout of this racetrack. Lots of bumps. Not as bumpy as it was before they reconfigured it, but it is still pretty bad nonetheless on those bumps. Now Kevin Smith taking Alex Hill 3 wide going into turn 1. Hill stuck in the middle. Smith coming up into Hill a little bit. Oh, they're going to get away with that one. I thought Smith was about to maybe give Alex Hill a little bit of a door right there, but Smith is able to continue on without any contact to Alex Hill. Hill now decides he wants to go for the lead once more on Colton Ward into turn number 3. See if we can switch this up a little bit, get some battles in the back half of the field. What else we got here? We got just outside the top 10 here, this Tyler Stevenson in the 51. He kind of had a rough week last week at Watkins Glen, looking to rebound here tonight. And ahead of that, you got Seth Heyman and Aaron Stanton. Aaron Stanton, someone else too, that actually had a very bad run at first and then recovered for a great, if I do remember correctly, a top 10 finish for Stanton. He had trouble in turn 1 at Watkins Glen. And here he is already trying to get back into that top 10, currently residing in 11th. Behind that, we got Matt Albert. A couple others. Matt Albert's really one of those secret guys that we see here on a week-to-week basis. He's just always there, it seems like. Ever since he showed up in the league this season, I should say. He missed the first couple of races, but when he showed up, it's just been great runs for him, but the results have not reflected that as of late. He's had some tough runs, some tough incidents for him, but that's still someone that we need to keep an eye on in that number 61 Sit-Go Ford F-150. Behind that, Decon with a new flavor of ice cream on that truck. I'm assuming it's some sort of, I can't even remember what that's called. Whatever the green one is, it's one of them. But there it is. We've been running the same one the past 2-3 weeks. You see him in that number 95 up there trying to make the top lane work. Albert getting a little bit loose down there in the 61. Behind that, we've got Wayne Eastwood, who had a tremendous run at Watkins Glen last week. And then behind that, Chase Mastretta returning for his 2nd race of the season in the number 8 Nightmare eSports entry. Let's see what we got behind that. JD Rashid in the 50 car. There he is. He struggled a little bit last week, too, at Watkins Glen. Another guy looking to rebound here tonight. Derek Anderline as well. John Border rounding out the top 20 in the 107. Take it back up front. Still Colton Ward over Connor Leach, and now Kevin Smith. Hill losing a little bit of position here. And now he's under attack from Timothy Cook in the 09 machine. As, Smith getting real sideways in front of Hill. Hill going to give him a little bit of a bump draft down the front straightaway. And we do have a yellow flag. We got a big crash back here. Wayne Eastwood, we were just talking about him. Tyler Stevenson and a couple of others. Matt Albert, of course, I just really need to stop talking about these guys. Now we're still wrecking. McMillian gets a piece.
Chat, are we bidding?
It's sorry, Landon, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, y'all got it.
Oh, no, yeah, it looks like, I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think I'm pitting here. But yeah, what happened back there, Landon?
Well, I'm trying to get a good look at it now. It seemed to involve start with JD Rashid and Derek Anderline. I'm trying to see, and I was just bragging about him. We're all too used to that, Trev, up here in the booth. When you
there is beef in the track.
Oh,
roast beef on the stream.
Unfortunately, I don't have the voice chat on. I don't really know what to say about that one. I'm trying to see, that's JD Rashid. He actually wasn't involved in this, and it's kind of saying he is. This seems to have started a little bit further up with Tyler Stevenson. Trying to get to him. All the timing and scoring, he's trying to play games with me. Stevenson, here he is in the 51 car. He's going to get a little bit loose and overcorrect, and Eastwood nowhere to go. Albert definitely nowhere to go in the 61. Mastretta gets a piece. Stevenson back down, but John Border in the 107 was able to avoid, but then in trying to, I guess, get it back going ends up spinning it back around once more and then collecting the 5 of Richard McMillian. I thought we were going to have a green run here, boys.
Looking like it. Looks like everybody kind of got spread out a little bit. Couple runs back and forth, and we have Richard McMillian saying somebody trying to wreck somebody on pit road. So,
let's get a look at that real quick, if we can.
For the record, tires were about to kick in right there.
Yeah, that you could really tell. I mean, we got that little sweet spot in the run about 11 laps in, 10, 11 laps in, where that's really going to start mattering, depending on how much you were saving prior to that. And unfortunately, yellow flag comes out. We do have a little bit of beef in the YouTube chat as well. Let's take a look at that. Decon, Dylan Conley saying the 51 is a no-talent hack. So, that is...
Who's the 51?
That is Tyler Stevenson, who unfortunately did just get a little bit loose right there and spin out.
He just got
he was disqualified.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm wondering if maybe
61 was disqualified too.
Are you fucking serious, dog?
Oh, okay, well there it is. See, I told you why I was afraid of doing this.
Sorry, the dog just knocked the whole bowl of water all over the floor.
So pick it up.
I'm in the middle of a race.
Well, we're looking at this replay. Stevenson flying down pit road. Oh, and yeah, he tried to get into Matt Albert, but I'm not sure why was Albert disqualified. I don't see what he did here unless there was something prior to this. Let me go back.
Stevenson was disqualified.
Well, yeah, but y'all said Albert was too.
No, just Stevenson.
Okay, oh, wait, no, hold on. Okay. Before, on the back straightaway, while we were coming to the pits, Albert, rear end Stevenson, turns him into the wall. On the back straightaway, and that's interesting. A little bit of intent.
One more position.
Wrecking. Yeah, and there you go. And see, obviously our boys up in the booth, they love that. Gives them some positions. On the racetrack, 2 less trucks to worry about, especially, 2 of these guys that have had strong runs this season so far in Stevenson and Albert. But there you go. Interesting. So we are down 2 cars already because Stevenson and Albert have gotten disqualified. Interesting turn of events. But let's take it back to this as the pace truck takes a violent left turn into the pit road right there. Green flag back in the air. Colton Ward, massive jump on the inside lane of the racetrack. Absolutely enormous. Connor Leach I don't know if he was caught sleeping right there or if the inside lane is just that much better on a restart. I'm not sure, but absolutely launched away. Leach now trying to reel him back in, and then you have Hill in the 77, top side up there, trying to make it work on Kevin Smith. Justin Melikar also trying to make something happen in the 5th position in the number 84 Eternal Chevy Silverado right there. Timothy Cook has now returned back to his starting position of 6th. Mike DeWalt making up some headway up to 7th. Garber now losing. Currently in the 8th position. Aaron Stanton 9th, and Seth Heyman rounding out the top 10. There he is, Heyman right there in the 30 truck. Rounds out the top 10 for the moment. Behind that, Tyler Henry with a new paint scheme this week. We're used to seeing Henry with the Buc-ee's paint scheme on this week. Or no, excuse me. He normally has the UPS paint scheme on. This week he has Buc-ee's. That's a nice looking paint scheme for Henry. You got Decon, Dylan Connolly back there in 12th. JD Rashid, luckily avoiding any damage in that last incident, currently sitting 13th. So, we've got this run here, and I guess if we could talk to a couple of our guys, let's go to Chase. Let's see what Chase is thinking right now. Let's see if we can go find him. There he is, currently sitting 22nd. What you trying to do here, Chase?
I got 28 seconds of damage.
Okay, I mean, is that effect? Where is it? Nose or?
Yeah, front end. I'm probably going to nose it in the wall here in a minute and go clean up the shit the dog just did.
Well, okay. Oh, we're about to have one almost around behind you, Reginald Harris. I don't know,
She's
Chase.
tight.
I think
She's
you.
tight.
I mean, I can see that, but I think you're here and you need to finish the race, whether you got to deal with that or not. Okay, and there you go. If that brings out a caution, I swear.
No, I didn't.
Thank God. Unfortunate, you're not actually on the racetrack. You're sitting there at home, and when you have something like that happen, You know, I guess you just got to tend to it, and that's how he just chose to tend to it. So, interesting. Other than that, Trev, I guess we'll talk about you. How's your race going?
Yeah, so I decided half the field stayed out, so I decided to come down pit road. I put 4 fresh tires on this thing. Currently cutting my way through the field right now. It's taking my time, trying to do something. Because I know I probably won't be able to beat these boys straight up, so I'm going to try a little strategy thing here. Try to go long. So I'm hoping for a long green flag run. And right now I've made it up to 14th. I think I restarted like 20th or something like that. Taking my time, just chopping through it. And we'll see how it goes from here.
Yeah, definitely up here battling now Tyler Henry and the 57 of Brendan Reed. Up here hanging in there pretty good, Trev. I've never personally seen you race this racetrack before, so I'm glad you're doing pretty well.
My favorite racetrack. It used to be my favorite racetrack before they threw it away. And I haven't raced it in a long time, so definitely drives a little bit different, but it's still Old Atlanta, baby. Gotta love you some Old Atlanta.
Yeah, definitely very interesting. It's more of a driver's racetrack. You know, it's a racer's racetrack. So much going on, so much. It's really where the cream kind of rises to the top. And right now, who else but Kevin Smith and Colton Ward, 1-2 leading this race, and then Connor Leach behind that. It's just these three so dominant this season. Really been putting in the work or just are naturally that good. I mean, we see these guys top 3 every single week, it seems like. Behind that, who else we got? Alex Hill. Alex is still hanging in there. Alex is a very good driver on normal oval racetracks. You know, we're used to seeing him in PGR races on the super speedways. That's Timothy Cook. Behind that, gets catching a little bit of the wall right there in front of Justin Mellicard. But we see Alex normally doing really good on the super speedways, and you know, he ain't that bad an oval driver either. He's out here currently in 4th. He's a good, pretty solid road racer too. Unfortunately, last week didn't go his way at Watkins Glen, but also someone we need to keep an eye on. Timothy Cook, still, I'm really impressed by Timothy so far. We've seen him up here in the top 5 basically the whole race. And other than that, I mean, he was, the rest of the season, you know, he's had a couple of solid runs, I will say, but, you know, it's good. It's nice to see that. A good run so far developing in the first quarter of this race for Cook. I say that as Justin Mellicard behind that is taking it to the bottom and trying to pass him as Mr. Aswarnauth out of nowhere is all of a sudden in 7th. Right behind that also.
Coming to the front, boys.
He's going to work now on Timothy Cook, trying to follow Mellicard through on the bottom lane of the racetrack as Chase's mic keeps screwing up. Apologies for that. But behind that, Mike DeWalt, still a solid run for him. Garber has fallen a little bit from his starting spot, but he's still solidly in the top 10. Then Aaron Stanton now trying to pass Garber. And it looks like he might actually complete it. I'm wondering if Garber's just kind of going to give it to him there. It looks like he will. That's how the top 10's looking right now up front. Tightening up for the lead, Kevin Smith and Colton Ward. But I say that, but in these 7 races we've seen this season, we're used to seeing Smith be the one. He wants to go out and he wants to lead the most laps. Whereas Colton Ward doesn't want to do that. He doesn't. He likes to sit back, save his tires, let everyone else kind of, you know, run their tires into the ground. And then that's when he's going to take advantage of it. But if there's anyone running his tires in the ground, how about Trevor Aswarnauth, now in 3rd? I mean, just ripping through these guys. I'm impressed. I would hope you're maybe trying to save something at the same time, Trev.
Oh, bro, I'm taking it so easy. I'm letting it roll the bottom down here. That's the thing, the tire difference. I think we got I put it on 13, so 13 lap different tires, and it's just smooth sailing right now. Cutting up through the field. Son of a... Nah!
And there it is.
What I needed.
Dude,
Awesome.
tires can't even get going, bro. It's so frustrating.
There's been a crash, it looks like, out of turn number 2 with Richard McMillian and Corey Jones. So let's go back and take a look. As McMillian, you know, he was involved in the first crash, obviously got a little bit of damage, but I don't think that has actually anything to do with it. It looks like maybe Corey Jones on the bottom side of the racetrack right there. McMillian's coming down a little bit. Jones, I don't know if he hit a bump or something. It sends him up the racetrack into the left rear of McMillian. McMillian drifts this thing out of the corner. Then, unfortunately, noses it into the inside wall. Then Corey Jones, I'm wondering if he got another piece of this? Oh, yeah, that's Nicholas Bass. Jones just kind of came to a stop right there in the racetrack, and Nicholas Bass, nothing he could really do, and ends up right rearing Jones into the outside wall. And, you know, again, yeah, that is unfortunate. You know, you want to see these tires, especially racetrack like this. I mean, we've had green flag races here this season where they were really interesting. You had the pit strategy, the tire strategy, fuel strategy, whatever it could be. And right now we're just kind of struggling to get that going. But, you know, I mean, you're going to have that sometimes. You see Jones, there's another look at it. Jones getting into the outside wall. I mean, I'm glad that we didn't have any more drivers involved in this than we did. It looks like only 3 of them, and then Bass with minimal damage. And even, to be fair, Corey Jones looks like he has minimal damage too. Problem for McMillian is that just added to his nose damage from the first incident. See if we can get a quick onboard view for, let's go with Corey Jones first. Let's see what he sees. Yeah, he just drifts right up the racetrack right there in McMillian. I am a little confused on him coming to a stop right there. I don't know if he was just trying to allow McMillian to save it or what, but that resulted in him then getting run over by Nicholas Bass. So just a kind of an odd look all around right there. Take a look. There's McMillian back in pit road trying to fix up whatever he can on his damaged race car. Go back up here. We're 1 to go till the green flag's back out, and Trev's leading. I'm assuming you stayed out and everyone else pitted.
Yeah. Apparently, I don't know what those guys did when they pitted with me on lap 13, but they all also pitted again. And I'm the only car that stayed out. So I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but something's going to happen. And we're going to figure it out together.
Yeah, and my hopes aren't too high for you because we saw how easily it was for you on 13 lap old tires to drive back through the field, and that's about the same amount of laps we just had on this past run. I don't know. We'll see. But behind Trev is Kevin Smith and Colton Ward, Connor Leach in 4th, Alex Hill 5th, Justin Mellicar 6th, Timothy Cook 7th now, Mike DeWalt 8th, Aaron Stanton 9th, Brent Garber in 10th. So this top 10 really hasn't changed that much throughout this entire race. It's maintained itself pretty well as Trev gets a very good launch on the bottom side of the racetrack. I'm wondering if it is really just that inside lane, or maybe it's the timings of it, or I don't know why it's just so good. Maybe Trev went early, they weren't expecting it. Who knows? Kevin Smith is struggling right here. He's getting taken 3 wide, and now Colton Ward's going to try and make the pass on Trev, but he's just not there just yet. Now here comes Alex Hill to the bottom side of the racetrack. I would imagine this would be a very easy pass for Alex Hill, and it will be. Trev now running the high side of the racetrack on those old tires. That's probably a wise decision. He's going to give him the momentum down the straightaways, carry his speed a little bit better. Colton Ward relegated to 4th now, and Justin Mellicar 5th. Timothy Cook still hanging in there as well. The top 10 still remains virtually unchanged in terms of the names that are actually in this top 10. We've got a battle for the lead now. Kevin Smith wants it back on Alex Hill. Smith, good drive in the middle of the corner. He's going to easily clear Alex Hill. Yellow flag back in the air for the 3rd yellow on the night. Kind of was hoping we could get it going right there. That would have been good strategy-wise. Let's go back and take a look at this. Now, I should mention one thing real quick. If you hear all the kind of mouse clicking and stuff going on in the background, there is a reason for that. I've moved today, so everything's kind of a little out of whack. The organization standpoint, I just needed to kind of get this up and ready in a quick amount of time. And if you're hearing that, I do apologize. I'm doing the best I can. Let's go back and take a look. This seems to have originated somewhere around J.D. Rashid. They're entering turn. Oh, he's going to get a little bit of contact there from, I believe that was Brendan Reed in this, down into Courtney Hubbard. And Hubbard getting hit all over the place by Bass and Border, unfortunately blinking out, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to see them.
Brian,
What's up, big boy?
why would you pit?
Well,
You had the perfect strat.
I have a strategy now.
Oh my god.
I have a new strategy. New strategy.
What's your dying set of tires?
Sounds like a netcode incident there, Landon. I don't know if you found that there yet.
That's what I'm looking at. Courtney Hubbard was right behind this. We're going to get a good view of it, if it was or not. Oh, yeah, atrocious netcode between Reed and Rashid. That is... I mean, there's nothing anyone can do about that. And then Hubbard, Border, Rafison, they were just victims in that one. So let's go back live and then take a look at what we've got. Apparently, Trev decided to make a pit stop. Smith and Hill obviously still 1-2 with Ward, Melikar, Leach the top 5. Trev is back here in 19th, but he does have fresh tires. Did anyone else pit with you, Trev?
Looks like it's me and everybody on back. Reginald, Kevin Allen, Mark Pershing, Juan. Everybody behind me did. So a few people did. Came back down pit road.
Well, I guess that is some good news. At least you're not all the way in the back of the field with these fresh tires. Coming to the 1-to-go signal. Going to be taking lap number 35 when we do go back green. Take a look at the chat real quick. People beefing with Decon over what he said in the chat earlier. Speaking of Decon, I saw him down there. He was in the interview room for a moment. Let's see if we can grab him later for an interview. It's kind of a weekly event now here for the Midnight Racing League. So we're coming back green here. We're down to 2 drivers now, still left in the race, and one of them's deafened again, so we'll just keep going back to Trev. You got your new strategy. What's your outlook?
I hope we go green from here. I know our trending of the series, we haven't been going green. But I'm hoping, I'm crossing my fingers, we got our wrecks out the way, and I just need it to go green from here. We're gonna win this race if it goes green from here.
Well, we'll see if it does, and if usually the microphone boy in this series, Mr. Trev, see if we can get him a win in this series. That'd be pretty cool. Again, massive jump on the bottom side of the racetrack for Kevin Smith. So it's got to be something with that inside lane. They just launch every single restart that we've seen. Hill doing a pretty good job, at least the best we've seen so far, of hanging in there, and he's trying to get to the right rear of Smith. Smith driving over the racetrack. Alex Hill ain't going to take that. Ward just bails on it. He does not want any part of that. Hill really getting aggressive here on Kevin Smith. These two have been going to battle the past 2 runs. And Hill does have the advantage on the exit of the corner on that outside lane. Give that lap to Hill. Smith trying to reel him back in, though, into turn 1. As Ward, Melikar, DeWalt, and Leach, they're just onlookers at this battle for the lead right now. Smith, great turns 1 and 2. Just not good enough to clear Hill just yet. Hill back to the right rear. Even into 3, Hill catches a piece of the wall on entry. That might have done him in right there. Smith clear on Hill as they exit 4. Now Hill crosses him up. Takes him back down to the bottom. Give this lap once more to Alex Hill. Great battle for the lead right now. Hill cutting it through the grass. He's about clear on Kevin Smith. Did he clear him back? Oh, I think he is just for the moment. He is. Alex Hill back into the lead of the race. Colton Ward, Melikar, they're kind of falling off a little bit. Now Hill takes it bottom. Smith decides he wants to go middle. See if he can gather up that momentum again, and oh, barely. Maybe a little contact between him and Smith. Hill still cutting it through the grass, using up every bit of racetrack on the tri-oval front straightaway. Give the lead back to Kevin Smith. What a great battle this is between these 2 drivers. As Colton Ward doing what he usually does, he's just sitting there and watching, just observing what's going on in front of him, waiting for his moment to pounce. Now Smith gets a little bit of a gap on Hill that might put him into the clutches of Colton Ward in the coming future. We got back here. Melikar's still 6th right now. Give Mike DeWalt a top 5 position. How about Wayne Eastwood In the 104, that all-yellow Chevy Silverado, really loose out of turn 2. But we saw him involved in one of the first crashes on the night. I think it was the first crash. And he's up here. He's in 10th now, and he's just rolling the top lane of the racetrack, trying to go places. And you got Seth Heyman behind that, Tyler Henry, Aaron Stanton in the 27 with Garber and Cook. All in this little battle as well. Now they're kind of catching up to Melicar as Mike DeWalt decides he doesn't like 5th position too much. He wants 4th. And he's trying to get that on Connor Leach right now, but I don't know if Leach is really going to give it to him. Leach has that advantage on the outside lane of the track. And he will have the momentum once more out of the corner. Looks like he might be able to clear, and he will clear Mike DeWalt into turn 1. Check out some other battles back here. There's Trev. Where is he? There he is, 15th now on his new strategy. Brendan Reed behind that in the 57, currently 16th position. How about Corey Wright? Also, that's one of Trev's favorite drivers, the Liquor and Wine Machine. And now Trev's about to try and go battle on him.
And we just found out the Liquor and Wine Machine isn't exactly what we thought it was. It's his dog operation company. They sell a bunch of accessories and whatnot for dogs. So check out liquorandwine.com. And anything for your dog wise. I'm pretty sure Chase is going to need that because he's gone. So check out Liquor and Wine.
There you go, nice shout out as Trev does end up getting around Corey Wright. And like you said, there's Reed behind that, Nick Aloysia in the 162. That's a driver, really, I should say, that we've seen have some very good runs early in this season. And he has consistent kind of runs throughout races, but something always ends up happening to Aloysia. And right now he's in 17th. Haven't really seen him make too many gains so far in the race, but it wouldn't surprise me if we see him up in the top 10 later on. He's just someone that we normally see kind of either in the top 10, just outside of it, currently struggling to maybe get up there as we're approaching halfway through the race. Behind that, Derek Anderline in the 18th position. That's someone else that's had just awful luck this season. Gets somehow involved in a crash every single week, it seems like. But right now, putting together a very consistent run up here in 18th. Behind that, how about Juan Cobbs? He's up here, good top 20 positioning for Juan Cobbs. And then Diego Burriel rounding out the top 20 in that 43 Ghost Energy machine right there. Behind that, what else we got? Reginald Harris. In the 113, there he is. Richard McMillian trying to go to work on him. We got a wreck on the back stretch. We got a big crash on the back straightaway. It looks like it's Seth Heyman involved. Oh, and he just got nailed by Reginald Harris and Richard McMillian again, man. Richard's just had such tough luck tonight. That might be a night ender for Seth Heyman. That left front wheel is not so much a wheel anymore. As you can see, that thing's turned all the way to the left, and his right front is straight. It's never something you ever want to see. That is unfortunate for Seth Heyman. He had a good top 10 running going as well. Let's go back and take a look real quick at it. See Heyman. Oh, man. Wonder if he just gets loose, but this is kind of halfway down the back straightaway. It'd be an odd place to get loose at.
Now what do you do? That's like, can't even do anything.
It's like Wayne Eastwood in the 104 maybe coming up just ever so slightly into the left rear Seth Heyman. Heyman tries to save it, just always doing a good job saving it. He's turning that thing left and right, and then eventually it gets away from him just right in the path of Tyler Henry in the 96. Henry's going to get away okay with a couple hits to the wall, and then Heyman back down the racetrack. Big hit from Harris, big hit from McMillian, and that's what's going to do. It was actually a hit on the right front, not the left front. The left front was actually cooperating, the right front, not so much. And that hit right there, administered by the 5 of Richard McMillian, that will be a night ender for Seth Heyman. You saw McMillian tow it away. Honestly, you can't blame him. Just the night he's had, it's just awful luck for Richard. Get a couple more angles of this real quick. Heyman, it looked like he had this thing saved. I mean, he was fishtailing it halfway down the straightaway. Still doing it's just, oh, if Henry wasn't there, maybe he could have saved it. Big hits.
Looked like he just got loose off the corner. I don't know, from in front of me, it looked like he got loose off the corner and annihilated the wall. But
yeah, it was him
I don't know what happened
Eastwood
after that.
getting into it. As far as what I just saw. it was Eastwood maybe drifting up a little bit into his left rear. Yeah, that's what it was. Eastwood, yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, Heyman's kind of... I mean, he's holding his line. Maybe Eastwood was just expecting him to kind of arc out of the corner a little sooner than he did. And Eastwood ends up getting into him. Eastwood gets away fine.
Leader chooses top.
Oh. Well, that's interesting. I was looking at Heyman in pit road again. Just unfortunate night for him. Sure enough. I'm glad he did that. We've seen the inside lane launch every single restart tonight. Maybe we'll get told a little bit of a story here. Who knows? Maybe it's just the launch the leader gets is what does it. Who knows? But Kevin Smith has chosen the outside lane. Alex Hill just underneath him in second. You got Colton Ward, Connor Leach, Justin Melicar, then behind that, DeWalt, Cook, Garber, Wright, Stanton, rounding out the top 10. Fourth caution flag of the night will be restarting on lap number 48. Hopefully we'll be able to get some, get a little bit of racing in. Some green flag action in, I would hope so. I will point out also we got a little bit of a, I guess an update, you could say, or a little bit of a pre-race driver's meeting or something. There is 85% fuel in the tanks, so that's kind of been upped very slowly but surely as we go back green. Smith, there it is. Just the absolute launch from Kevin Smith on the outside lane that time, so maybe it's not an inside lane. You know, everyone else just saw that and learned something from that. See, Hill now, Hill, nothing he could really do right there. Oh, Hill just turned him. Alex Hill just turned Kevin Smith, and we've got big crashing. We've got them all wadding up back here. John Border, Jeremy Rafison gets a piece. J.D. Rashid around right there in the 50. Wayne Eastwood involved, and that's probably not... it's not what any of these guys really wanted to see right there. Kevin Smith, at least from first glance, looks like Alex Hill.
I mean, I'm down there. Hello?
Oh, there's the word from Alex. So let's catch a quick replay. See if we can get a glimpse at what kind of went on between these two. This might be actually a very good angle. Maybe not. We'll see. Hill is down there. Alex, you did kind of come up into him. Hate to say it, but I don't know. Let's
Duh, he's down there.
Okay. Let's see.
I mean, I was kind of underneath him, but I don't know. It's all right.
Let's see. Yeah, he's. I don't know. I mean, it is a. I guess you could maybe say it's an odd kind of line for Smith to be choosing there, but I don't know. that's kind of close. I want one just better angle of this, and without these things in the way. Actually, let's pause this real quick. Let's go on board with Colton Ward. I think he's gonna have the best view of this. Maybe, or it might be Leach.
I guess it's my fault, Brandon. I guess. I apologize.
Yeah.
There's the EOL. Sean Hill. EOL.
You better kiss that puppy goodbye, Chase. I got a friend I can feed him to.
Alright. Well, he's definite anyway. Thank God he didn't hear that, because we would have had to end the stream with whatever Chase was going to say. Anyway, so before are we going? Want to go this time?
One to go this time by.
Let's, just in case, I want to get a quick replay, maybe of what went on in the back of the field when all this was going on. Yeah, that's kind of it. Rafison in the back of Morgan in the 69 who was checking up for it. And then I'm trying to see how Rashid got a piece of this. I'm not honestly too sure. I don't know, let's back this up kind of manually real quick. Oh man, Rashid nowhere to go. Border getting, and then Charlie Morgan doing his best to get around it on the outside, and then nowhere he could go. That's just a series of unfortunate events for these guys. A little bit of a reset up front now. So, Kevin Smith, currently at least not in the picture of this restart. I have no doubts that he will find his way back up here. Connor Leach, Colton Ward, now the front row. Leach jumped to the outside lane of the racetrack. After maybe seeing what Kevin Smith did in the last restart. Saying, you know what, maybe this is a viable lane, and he chooses it. Behind that, Mike DeWalt up to third, Melikar fourth, Cook fifth, Garber right, Stanton, Connolly, Aloysia the top 10. This top 10 is starting to really change itself up now. And there it is, Leach is gone. And so is DeWalt. Give Mike DeWalt P2 into turn 1. Maybe that's really the line to be in, is that outside lane, because Leach and DeWalt just left Colton Ward in the dust. Ward is third. Melikar and Garber now battling for fourth position. Melikar clears Garber into 3. Stanton now in line. He's gotten up a position on Tim Cook. Nick Aloysia in 8th now, and I shouldn't even say anything. I was just talking about the tough luck he's had recently. He's up here in 8th. It's my job to kind of point out, I guess, that, you know, he's having a good run so far. Hopefully he can keep it up. Corey Wright now up into the top 10 also, and then Dylan Connolly. Haven't seen much out of him in the top 10 as of really at any point in this race. Kind of a tough qualifying effort by Decon, but he is now up here in the top 10. I say that, 89 of Aswarnauth going bottom. Seeing if you could try and make something happen on Connolly. Then behind that, you got Reed and Juan Cobbs making up some track position. And then someone you really got to keep an eye on, Kevin Smith making it 4 wide momentarily in the trioval. He's doing the same thing Alex Hill was doing, cutting that apron, going through the grass in the trioval, trying to pass some cars. Connolly kind of backing all the way out of it in the 95. Alex Hill also. 2 guys we've seen up front, they had a great battle earlier on in the race for the lead, and now both of them now fighting their way back through the field to try and get back up there where they were before. You see Hill working on Cobbs now. He's going to clear that. And then back up front is really now Kevin Smith in this mess of vehicles with the fresh tires also, assuming these two. A fresh one's in, around goes Brendan Reed off the nose of Trevor Aswarnauth. And we're going to throw another yellow flag, and Aswarnauth takes a big hit to the inside wall. No rear clip for Aswarnauth. Definite nose damage.
Yep.
I hope everyone pits now so I can cycle back up to the front.
Oh, and there goes Aswarnauth once more. Well, you better fix that thing, Trev.
No, we're gonna try.
Let's take a look at it. So Aswarnauth working on the bottom right there of Brendan Reed in the 57. Aswarnauth coming up. Reed kind of gets loose. Then they just meet in the middle. That's what that is. Reed, nowhere, I don't know. Trev's coming up. Reed getting a little bit loose on the outside, and they just meet in the middle. It's basically as simple as that. And then Trev's going to get run over from behind. That's Juan Cobbs in the 3. It's going to send Trev nose first in the inside wall back into Brendan Reed in the 57. See Kevin Allen down there in the 76. Great job applying the brakes, missing any damage in this. Another look real quick. Kind of what we just saw is it looked... Cobbs just picking the wrong way to go there. A little bit of airtime for the 57 to Reed. See if we can maybe get some better angles of this. I haven't really played with these cameras too much tonight. So what is that now? Is that caution 5, Trev?
It feels like it. I don't know.
Or
I
6,
got 2 minutes and 2 minutes 26 seconds of damage. Feels like about 10 caution going on here, but yeah, it feels probably about 6.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't know. I guess we met coming off the corner, and yeah, and I got Who's getting the Arca Break of the Race award?
I mean, I'm
Somebody's
gonna be
getting
honest, I
Arca
didn't
Break
break, but I could miss it easily.
Well, I will say, I think I don't think the one-on-one Cobbs there has that title right now. I think I remember seeing a couple from 2 crashes earlier. Oh, and there's Trev spinning again. Sorry, I was on your onboard when we were talking.
Yeah. No grip, no tires. Tires suck right now because I was in good position. I was going to cut through the field a little bit here, and now I am not. So now we're on the outside looking in. Gonna fix this truck, took the lap here, and we're gonna see what happens.
I was about to say, you're aware you're going a lap down.
Yep. Well, trends, right? Might get another one, so that's what I'm hoping.
Well, that's kind of been the trend of the night. This is caution number 6, by the way. And there has been, once again, another change at the front of the field. New leader, Wayne Eastwood, in the 104. Then, Kevin Smith and Alex Hill back together once again. Up here, 2nd and 3rd. Then Connor Leach and DeWalt have been relegated back to 4th and 5th. Aaron Stanton up here in 6th. Now Cook in 7th. Cook's really been hanging in that kind of 5th, 6th, 7th range all race. Very consistent run for him. Garber as well, up in 8th. Been in the top 10 the whole race. Nicolosia 9th. Corey Wright 10th. So that is the new top 10. As we're going to try it once again. See if we can go green maybe from lap 59 to 100.
They just extended the green.
Extended
So.
the caution.
Yep.
Yeah. Interesting. Gonna go one more time around. Not sure.
Something going on with the lap cars not going to the back, so they're trying to get the lap cars back to the back.
Sounds. That happens sometimes. At least that's good. They had to caution, make sure everyone's in the same spot. All right, let's take a look at the chat. Man, this chat is dead tonight.
Oh.
Oh, what's going on? Y'all usually come out in droves for this series. Scott Cat. I don't remember how to say this right. I'm sorry.
Kazan.
Scott Kazan. Okay. Running out of tires? Yeah, I would imagine. Y'all gotta be at this point.
1 set left, baby, and we're gonna try. Everybody should have 1 set left, or because I don't think they'll take it this early. Yeah, we still got almost halfway. Yeah.
And saying, wow, Cobb's Arca Break. Yeah, a little bit of one right there by Juan Cobbs. But again, I don't think that's the worst one of the race. Mike Ice saying, Chef Moorhead. Yeah, where's Garber at? He's up here in 8th. So, like I was just saying a couple laps ago, a couple laps. Him and Cook have been around each other the entire race up here in the top 10. Very consistent run by them. This time, Eastwood did pick the bottom lane of the racetrack. That's notable. The last 2 restarts, the leader picked the top and absolutely launched. Eastwood does still launch, but it's just not quite as good of one as we've seen the past 2 restarts. Hill now clear on Smith. And Eastwood throwing a block on Alex Hill. Don't see that too often. Hill coming back down to the bottom as Mike DeWalt taking advantage of 3rd place on Kevin Smith. Connor Leach in 5th, trying to make that bottom lane work as well. And just about everybody else out back, minus Nicolosia, trying to go on the outside lane to make something happen. Corey Wright getting real snapping sideways in 3 and 4, losing a lot of track position now. That gives Connolly a spot in the top 10 now. Hill is clear for the lead on Eastwood. Smith now trying to work the outside lane of the racetrack on Eastwood and will do it successfully and give Alex Hill quite the shove down here on the front straightaway. And maybe lost track of Eastwood. I thought he was going to be clear of Eastwood. Eastwood fighting back on the bottom of the 104. And then you got Mike DeWalt and Connor Leach. They're just kind of sitting back there and watching us. Oh, Hill throwing the blocks on Kevin Smith. Is he? He's deafened right now in Discord, so I could say this. It would not surprise me if these two meet each other once again at some point in this race, not in a good way.
He's locked.
Yeah, they both are. These two, they put on quite the battle earlier on in the race. And now, here they are again, just hanging in there, hanging tough. Smith takes the lead back from Hill. And now, Hill can't throw the block soon enough on Mike DeWalt. DeWalt now to the outside of Hill. See if Hill takes the bottom lane in a Good way. No, he's still not going to be clear. He's going to try and slide up in front of Mike DeWalt. Not clear for Alex Hill. DeWalt being real patient in that Sheldon Creed number 2 truck right there. I would imagine he's going to get that run off. Oh, yeah, he's easily going to clear Alex Hill. Mike DeWalt up to second. Very sneaky, quiet run for Mike DeWalt here tonight, but now up here in second. Eastwood still is, I will say, he's hanging in here pretty tough. He's just kind of got not really good lane selection on that restart. And now he's fighting back on Alex Hill for 3rd place. And as I say that, let's go up front. Mike DeWalt trying to take it to Kevin Smith into turn 3. Battles all over this top 10. As Eastwood does get clear of Hill finally. DeWalt, and now Hill going back at it for 3rd. DeWalt still going at it for the lead on Kevin Smith into 1. You can see these bumps, too. You can see really when they enter turn 1, too. It's a great place to look at it. These bumps are just absolutely brutal. DeWalt looked like might have had a chance of getting clear right there, but not quite just yet. Smith's still fighting hard on the outside lane of the racetrack. And Hill, Alex Hill, it ain't looking good right now for him. He is dropping spots big time. Leach got him. Now he's under attack from the 27 of Aaron Stanton. And Timothy Cook's going to take it 3 wide on Alex Hill. Stuck in the middle, not going to be good enough. Hill going to be able to clear back up towards the outside wall. Cook, Garber, Connolly, Ward, by the way. I don't know how I must have missed that. Colton Ward, I don't know if he took some tires there or what. Now he's flying back up through the field. 10th position for the moment. Connolly now going after Hill. 3 wide racing for 6th place on the racetrack. Oh, Connolly misses the bottom. It sends Alex Hill up the racetrack. And that really allows Timothy Cook to easily clear. I think Connolly maybe just trying to show a little bit of respect right there, just giving that position back. Didn't want to pass Alex Hill in that way. Behind that, Colton Ward. Just one of those guys, as I heard this last night in the broadcast, just inevitable. He's going to show up at some point in the race. He has lost the track position, but I'm assuming he's got to have some tires or something under him, and he's just trying to save this for a potential long run. Now going to work on Garber. And if he does have those new tires, it's going to be a very easy pass for him. And it will be, yes. Give Ward 9th position. Then behind that, you've got a... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, Courtney Hubbard is in the wall in turn 2. Riding the wall.
Hubbard now taking it down to the bottom side of the racetrack, bringing it to pit road. So we avoid a yellow flag there. So that's good news on that front. Behind that, I was going to say it's kind of a little bit of a breakaway. I guess you could kind of say that. Because in 10th is Garber. We see him, Connolly, and Ward still battling for 8th. This is Nick Aloysia on the 162, that all-black machine right there with the yellow numbers. He's in 11th. Behind that is Corey Wright in 12th. And then you have Diego Burriel. Great run for Burriel. But these guys are kind of falling off of Corey Wright in 12th. I don't know if they're just trying to do some sort of ultra save mode or what, but they are definitely losing the time right there. Mike DeWalt is the leader.
I think we're close on fuel. I think that's what's happening. I may be wrong, but I think we're close. Well, then again, I'm a lap down, so that's what my race lab is telling me.
That wouldn't really surprise me. I wonder, and maybe that's why Hill was dropping back, and maybe Ward took the pit stop there? I'm not sure. We maybe have to find that out. I say that I'm looking at the leaderboard. Ward is still in the midst of a huge battle. And that's really not going to be doing him any favors in terms of tire saving, or fuel saving, really, for that matter. As now Garber... well, okay. Aloysia was right there to the back bumper of Garber. And, oh, Aloysia's in the wall. We got a couple of them in the wall. Aloysia saves it. Whatever was going on ahead of that, they saved it as well. Lead change up front. Connor Leach getting around Mike DeWalt. Stanton has made his way to the 3rd position. Smith 4th, Cook 5th, Hill back up to 6th, Eastwood, Connolly, Ward, Garber, still the top 10. Mike DeWalt, hot on the tail again of Connor Leach, but I'm wondering if maybe this was something intentional. He had about a half-second lead just a few laps ago on Connor Leach, and now all of a sudden Leach getting it back. Maybe if he had a moment or something, I'm not sure. Really wish Alex was available to speak right now. That'd be someone we really need to be talking to about the fuel-saving matters going on. If indeed that is what that is. Like, for example, here's Justin Melicar in the 84. He has now caught this. Now, granted, they've been battling really hard, and he's just been sitting back. He had a pretty big gap back to this. Especially, it was also Buriel in front of Melicar. Melicar's turned the jets on now, and he's trying to go places. Car in front of him is Aloysia, then Wright, Garber. But these guys, they are still going at it back here. What a great racing. I just need to keep it on this camera. Eastwood, Connolly, Ward, Garber, Wright. I mean, these guys are absolutely going at it. 3 wide again. They've been 3 wide for 3 laps. Eastwood catches a piece of the wall. Connolly still stuck in the middle, and that allows Ward to clear for 7th position. Garber is going to clear everybody else for 8th. Wright is now trying to go to work on Connolly for 9th. Eastwood the big loser out of that. Catching a bit of the wall. Going to be losing a lot of track position. Now under attack from Nick Aloysia, and will be in just a few laps, Justin Melicar. 25 laps to go. And I think this is our longest green flag run of the night, if I'm thinking correctly. And everything that's just happened there, with all that battling we just had for a few laps, well, it's kind of calmed down now. And in front of this, you got Alex Hill and Kevin Smith. Hill in 5th.
Pit stop should be coming up here. Brendan Reed just called out. They all pitted on 57. He's going down pit road, so maybe trying to shortcut the race a little bit. So you have to see here. Strategy is going to be a big deal here now.
Yeah, this is getting a look at the 57 of Brendan Reed coming to pit road. He kind of took the new Atlanta pit entry right there. I don't think that's the rule. I mean, we haven't seen that all night, so it shouldn't be. But Reed maybe used to the new Atlanta coming in for his pit stop. Currently the only one in pit road. Overshoots the stall a little bit, but he will have the freshest tires of anybody else on the racetrack. And if you're Brendan Reed, why not? He was running kind of one of the last couple cars on the lead lap of the race. He was an 18th, now he's 20th. Go for it. Go up there, get those fresh tires, make up some track position, and go from there. And honestly, that's what you got to do sometimes. Here he is now exiting pit road is Brendan Reed. No other takers quite yet. Kind of looking at the back half of this. This is Reginald Harris, 18th position right now with a damaged truck. Then you got Juan Cobbs, Derek Anderline. I'm trying to see. I can't really get a good look. Cobbs has gone a lap down. I believe Harris? I'm not sure. Timing, scoring, playing games again. DeWalt has fallen off a Leach and is now under attack from Aaron Stanton for 2nd position. Still not seeing any more pit stops. I'll take that back. Nick Bass in 52 has decided to come in for a pit stop. The lead lap guys, just still no takers quite yet. And what this ends up being, is as per usual. You see this in real life NASCAR too. It kind of ends up in a game of chicken. Who's going to be the first one to do it? Who's going to take that risk? And everyone else is just kind of waiting for everybody else to make a decision. It's kind of similar to how you see, in plate races sometimes. If everyone's single file, it's like, oh, who's going to make the move first? And nobody ever does because nobody wants to do it. They don't want to be the one guy left hanging. It's kind of a similar sort of mindset when it comes to this. But you see Brendan Reed, he took the opportunity to come in and pit. Nicholas Bass did as well. I want to say Nicholas Bass was a lap down, though, and Bass is actually still sitting in pit road, so must be some sort of issue for Bass. Hey, there's Mark Person. 17th position right now. Shout out to Mark. Back up here, still no takers yet as this battle for 2nd still heating up. And actually, I say that, DeWalt somewhat closing back in on the leader, Connor Leach. And they're letting someone else come up here, too. How about Timothy Cook? Let Timothy Cook You like that, Trev?
No, I love that.
He has been putting in some heaters. He's slowly gaining on these guys. He was in 5th, kind of in the 6th, 7th spot when we took the last restart. And he just keeps eating hundredths of a second off of these guys every single lap. You see him take the outside lane there. He's going to lose some time, obviously, when doing that, taking a longer distance, but he's going to gain it all right back here on the straightaway. And he's really, it's going to be down to 7/10, that 7/10 second of a second range in probably the next couple of laps. Great run for Timothy Cook tonight. Like to see that. Colton Ward's made his way to 5th. He got around Alex Hill and Kevin Smith. But I would do, again, I want to say Ward had the fresher tires there. Because he lost all that track position.
They all pitted on the same lap, so he might have just been saving. So they all pitted on 57.
Yeah, I'm not sure what would have happened to him. I mean, he was all the way deep in the field. Courtney Hubbard's coming for a pit stop.
Deep.
What else we got? Wayne Eastwood. There's one. He was running in the top 10. I think he was in 7th at this time at the pit stop, or 8th. He's come in for a pit stop. It's kind of just all over the place. I'm surprised. Usually you see one come, and everyone then decides they want to come in and get some new tires.
Oh.
And when I was just talking about DeWalt and Stanton closing back in on Connor Leach, Leach must have just been saving or something, because now Leach has doubled that gap back on Mike DeWalt. And it's really getting a little bit hairy around DeWalt and Stanton. Stanton's still desperately trying to find a way around Mike DeWalt. There's Brendan Reed in the 57. Fresh tires flying through everybody right now, trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way. Timothy Cook has shown up to this. Colton Ward has shown up to this battle now. Behind that, Alex Hill and Kevin Smith have fallen off a little bit. They're still kind of in the draft range of Colton Ward, but they've fallen off a little bit from at least the lap times they were running. You see Reed well clear now of even Connor Leach. Those fresh tires completely flying on the racetrack right now. The only thing I can really think of, Trev...
You got some pit stops. Kevin A. Smith said pitting.
Okay, well, Smith's pit. Well, ignore what I was just saying. Sure enough, 14, Kevin Smith coming in for a pit stop out of the 7th position on the racetrack. What I was going to say, I was wondering if guys like Leach, DeWalt, Stanton up here, I wonder if they think they're good on fuel. Because, you know, like I was saying, you don't usually see them stay out for this long when the cycle started. But with Smith coming in, maybe that could be something different. Here's another lap as you see Leach, DeWalt, Stanton, they're all staying out once again. No other takers other than Kevin Smith. Here he is exiting pit road now. And Smith's going to be in a good spot here. And I know what I would do, really, if I was Alex Hill, too. We're coming to 12 laps to go this time. That's the guy that you were on the same strategy with. You gotta, you imagine, like, you're trying to stay on with him because you know that's the guy that you had passed, but he's going to get that advantage on you with these tires. And he's got to try and, I would imagine, come in now, but he stays out once more. And we still don't have any other pit stops. And unfortunately, Wayne Eastwood, that wasn't just a normal green flag pit stop. He is still sitting in his pit box. That's a shame. He had a good run going tonight. Trev, you're getting lapped.
Yep. Hoping for another caution. I would have been able to get it all fixed, but I got like a minute, 50 seconds left, and it is all over the place. So I think my race is over unless something crazy happens here in the next few laps.
I mean, we've seen it before. It wouldn't really shock me. I mean, I think you're still... Oh, no, you're...
I'm 2 down now.
You're 2 down.
I'm down on fuel. I got to pit soon.
Okay, so there we go. That's Alex Hill. So we were just kind of thinking of if he was trying to stay on that strategy.
Everyone else is good.
Everyone else is good?
Yeah, everyone else is good. The people who pitted are good on this most recent one. I'm not, because I didn't pit on this most recent one. I'm like 3 laps short. I'm not going to make it.
Interesting. Okay, so...
I need a wreck.
We could still get one, but that's the word from Alex Hill in 5th. Saying he's got a pit, and that's true, and we're seeing Leach, DeWalt, Ward, Stanton still all staying out. Now, if that's the case, Colton Ward, like I said, and everybody else that was still pitting, must be fine. Leach now gaining once again on DeWalt. As DeWalt has also gained on Colton, or well, he was gaining on Stanton. The reason he has now gained a lot on Stanton is because here comes Colton Ward. So I'm wondering if this is going to kind of end up being a battle between Ward and Leach here. Trev, you can see all that. When's the last time did Leach and Ward pit at the same time?
The top 4 all pitted on 57. Alex pitted on 50. So they should be close to good. I've been running a second slower the entire time, and I'm 2 laps to the good. So they should be almost under a lap to the good, probably.
So I'm wondering if what happened to Colton Ward, barring some sort of pit road penalty or something, if he decided to take his tires on that stop and everyone else didn't. It's the only thing I can really picture of why he had lost that. Again, you know, unless it was some sort of penalty. But the problem with that, he's got 7 laps to make up 1.2 seconds. He's just passed Mike DeWalt for 2nd place. And DeWalt, maybe trying to get back under him, but he's just not, he doesn't have the tires to really do that. Ward losing time now on this lap, that's not going to be good for his efforts. Trying to catch up to Connor Leach. Just really, really interesting kind of turn of events. That's nice to see that when you get the green flag racing in. All the strategy and everything all over the place. Let's go up to Leach now. Leach comfortably running the middle of the racetrack really in every corner. Ward closing in once again, but 1.3 seconds and 6 laps. Just don't know if that's even going to really be possible with these tires now evening out, if these guys these two are even on different sets of tires. Well, let's say Ward had pressure tires. I mean, this has been a long enough run at this point.
Looks like Alex spitting in this time by.
Just look at Alex just catching back up to Mike DeWalt, too. That is a shame for Alex Hill and really anyone else that pit with him that last time. Tried to pull the strategy. It just wasn't good enough tonight for Alex Hill. There's Kevin Smith trying to get his lap back. As you see Hill, hot entry, kind of spinning it down into pit road, but he's going to get down to speed. So I guess now Ward, that gap's really just kind of balancing out now up to Leach. The next battle, I would say, is up here with DeWalt and Stanton as, oh no, what's happened to DeWalt? Aaron Stanton just easily clearing DeWalt out of turn 2, but now DeWalt's like back under power. I thought he ran out of fuel or something, but I didn't really see him have a loose moment. So this is the battle for a podium position here tonight, as Ward now is losing time to Connor Leach. Any other battles going on out here? There's Timothy Cook. Just a solid night for Timothy Cook. Unfortunately, right there, he's going to lose a top 5 position to Brent Garber. But just a great run for Cook. He's struggled some races this season. It's nice to see that. Corey Wright also, 8th place. Great run for him. Decon up to 9th. There he is. And then Gordon Glidewell. That's someone else. Great run going for Gordon. Someone else that's had some problems this season. Up here with a top 10 run here tonight. And then back at 11th too. Diego Burriel. Great run going for him also. Go back up here. Connor Leach. Still gaining on Colton Ward. Stanton gaining on DeWalt. Coming to the white flag this time here at Old Atlanta. Ward losing a lot in that corner. Not sure what happened to him there. White flag in the air for Connor Leach. Entering turn 1 now, still on the high side of the racetrack. Comes out of 2, all clean there, all as well. Colton Ward gave it everything he had, just that gap's just too insurmountable with that sort of run later in the race. Here comes Connor Leach through turns 3 and 4. Coming to the checkered flag, Connor Leach, a winner once again here in the Midnight Racing League. And this championship battle is just going to keep getting better and better. And there's, speaking of that, you know, someone that took a hit tonight, Kevin Smith. He took a huge points hit here tonight. 15th place, it looks like he's going to come home as. There's Burial crossing the line, Allen, Person, Aloysia behind that. Smith trying to get back up there. Aloysia just not going to have the time. Here's Smith crossing the line now. 15th place. That's going to be huge in the points for Kevin Smith. But you got these two, Connor Leach, Colton Ward from Veleke Motorsports, bringing it home once again. All too used to seeing this at this point. It was really, the story was Kevin Smith and Colton Ward at the beginning of the season, and still is to an extent. Connor Leach, ever since his disqualification from Phoenix, where he did win the race, but was, as we said, DQ'd, and the win was given to Matt Albert, who finished second. He's come back, and then he missed a race for some sort of reason, I'm not sure, but he comes back and he's just, I know it's 2 in a row. I want to say it's 3 in a row for Connor Leach. I might be wrong about that, but.
You talking about wins?
Yeah.
Well, he got that one taken away from earlier in the season, and he won Watkins Glen, so this is 2 in a row.
Okay, so 2. All right, I don't know why I'm putting that third one there. But there it is. Your winner here tonight, Connor Leach. Once again, a winner, this time at Old Atlanta. He didn't do any of the drifting, though, this time, Trev.
Oh, yeah, that would have been cool to see.
He still did a good, solid burnout, though, but... There it is. He's just parked it right there on the front straightaway. So I said, let's go ahead and bring up these final results. Obviously, Connor Leach, your winner tonight. Colton Ward, second. Aaron Stanton, third. Mike DeWalt, fourth. Brent Garber, fifth. Justin Veleke, good run up to sixth position. Timothy Cook, seventh. Corey Wright, eighth. Dylan Connolly, ninth. And Gordon Glidewell, 10th. Diego Buriel will be 11th. Kevin Allen in 12th. Mark Person, 13th. Nick Aloysia, 14th. Kevin Smith, 15th. Alex Hill, tough break on the fuel there, comes home 16th. Derek Anderline, 17th. Reginald Harris in 18th. 19th place will be Brendan Reed. Trevor Aswarnauth, 20th tonight. Juan Cobbs in 21st. Wayne Eastwood, 22nd. J.D. Rashid, 23rd. Corey Jones, 24th. Tyler Henry, 25th. Courtney Hubbard, 26th. John Border, 27th. Jeremy Rafson, 28th. 29th be Nick Bass. Seth Heyman will be 30th. Richard McMillian, 31st. Charlie Morgan, 32nd. Chase Mastretta, 33rd. Matt Albert, 34th. Tyler Stevenson, 35th. Braden Walters, unfortunately, did not start tonight's race. So, obviously, you got a few stories down there at the bottom end of the results that happened tonight. Obviously, some beef between Stevenson and Albert. Walters, saw him have some great runs recently. Not going to be good for him in the points. But that's all going to be talked about throughout the next week. Until next Friday night, where we get to do it all again. But we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, see if we can grab your top 3 finishers for interviews. Stick with us. Welcome back to the Atlanta Motor Speedway, circa 2008 Atlanta Motor Speedway, where we have your top 3 finishers down there in the waiting area, We're going to go ahead and pull them up for some quick interviews. We're going to start with tonight's winner, Mr. Connor Leach himself. Let's see if I can drag him up here real quick. There he is. Connor Leach. The boys in the booth, you got a copy. Oh. Connor Leach?
Hey, I got you.
Oh, there he is. Okay. A winner once again here in the Midnight Racing League. And you made it really look easy on that last run. Walk us through your race.
Well, I get home from work, jump in the seat, no practice, just qualify, and luckily this is a track where you're basically full throttle, just hold on for qualifying. Qualified good. Yeah, that race could have gone a whole lot of different ways if cautions had come on that last stint. I mean, I still had a set of tires left over, but there were some fast guys that early on there, like I guess the 077, Kevin Smith is always fast, Colton always fast, and seems like everyone that was probably gunning for the win except for me kind of got into some kind of trouble or just pit strategy or whatever it came down to, and we just kind of drove our race, and we had about what was it, 0.3 laps of fuel once we crossed the line, so shut it off. I was hoping to do some burnouts, but it wasn't much fuel left to do any.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. No drift like we had last week for Watkins and Glenn, but as you say, fuel number wasn't really adding up for you to do that tonight. But in terms of just the strategy that you saw here tonight, yeah, we had a lot of cautions to begin with, and that can sometimes alter strategies that happen. And tonight, what really confused me, and especially with what you just said now, you still had a set in the pits. That is wild to me. I think it was around like 50-something. People were talking about on their last set and everything. Absolutely crazy. But when it came to the strategy, did you have a sort of approach going into this? Or just like you said, just hopping right in and going for it?
Yeah, the team, Melikar Motorsports, Colton and Justin, they were kind of scheming, had a big plan going, but you know how it goes. You can plan all you want, but once a caution gets thrown at the wrong time, everything's out the window. So I kind of just, I knew we had about 40-ish laps of fuel, so it was like, well, do you want to use a set of tires after a 5-10 lap run? Probably not. So anytime we had those cautions just after pitting, it was kind of, all right, we'll stay out, keep track position for a while, and just kind of didn't want to use tires unless I needed to, unless I felt like, once you got 15 or 20 laps on a set of tires, it was like, yeah, if you didn't take them, people were going around you, and then on top of that, you only had 20 laps of fuel to go to the end, and that seems to be what happened with a couple guys. I guess Kevin and the 077 there had to pit under green, which I guess were kind of one of the few people that had to pit under green just because they got into a little bit of trouble and pit, and they were in a great spot, but then you're a little bit behind on tires, and then you're also we couldn't make it to the end. So yeah, once we got that last caution and it was looking like about a 40 lap run to the end, it was like, all right, we have to take tires here, and then we still have a set lay in if we need them, but it worked out. I was kind of begging, like, please no caution, we're in a good spot, please no caution. But if there was a caution, it probably would have been a lot better race. I know Colton, even, he started way back and got himself up to second, which is freaking impressive. I mean, that guy's fast every week, but I'm glad to get a win, and it was a fun race.
Yeah, 100%. Well, go ahead and give out your thank yous and your shout outs for tonight.
Just the guys on the team. Justin for putting the league on. He's been doing tons of work the last little while, making changes, and there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. I'm sure you know all about that. And then you guys for putting the broadcast on. It's always fun watching these things after the race is over. Then Six Speed Shop, some guys I race with another league. Nick Biddy Designs throwing the wraps on the car, and I think that's about it. And yeah, thanks for putting the show on. It was fun.
Well, sounds good. That's the word from our winner once again here tonight, Mr. Connor Leach. Congrats again. Thanks for talking to us.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. Next up, we're going to have Colton Ward, our second place finisher, and 20th place finisher, Trevor Aswarnauth, stands by with him.
Colton Hunty Ward, baby. What's going on? It's Trevin in the booth. You got a copy?
You got the wrong guy.
Oh, God almighty. What am I?
Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
There we go. There's Colton Ward.
Colton Hunty Ward. It's Trevin in the booth. You got a copy, brother?
Hello.
Oh, man. So, we got to ask you. We saw you start probably middle of the field, pretty late there at that last caution. Made your way up to second. what's going on, man? Walk us through what happened, and you had anything there for the end for Leach?
No, my tires were worn out trying to get around all those 15 other trucks. I was thinking of if I should repair that like 14 seconds I had with Kevin when he spun. So I repaired that, restarted like 17th I think, and drove my way to second. It was hard to pass again on the inside. You had to force your way on the outside to get around people.
Yeah, we were wondering what happened to you there on that last restart, why you were so far in the back. So yeah, okay, you fixed damage, so that makes sense. Well, obviously it definitely helped because any type of damage on these trucks, they are undrivable almost. So good stuff there. How was fuel looking there towards the end?
I know me and Connor, like we were down to like a half a lap of fuel, so I guess we wouldn't have been able to go another lap.
Oh well, yeah, heck yeah. I was in the back, but I was hearing about it through my ear from Landon telling us what was going on. So good race tonight, man. You made it up there to second. Not a win, but I don't know if you're just like me. I hate finishing second. Hate it with a passion. So either which way though, good points today, right? And you're probably still on top of the leaderboard, I'm assuming, from points wise, but a couple of guys took a big hit here today. Kevin Allen and I think a few other people too. I don't have the charts up, but a couple of these guys took big hits. You're probably going to extend your lead here a little bit. Connor's got 2 wins now. He's looking like a credible threat. What you thinking about this championship season coming up?
Gonna stop him from winning now. Maybe I need to not get the pole or something, because it just happened the same like last race.
It did. Yeah, first and second.
I let a lap though.
Hey, that's all that matters. As long as you get them points, baby. It's all that matters at the end of the day.
That's right.
Heck yeah. Well, good racing tonight. We're probably going to see you up here again next week because for whatever reason, you tend to just get podiums all the time. So, good luck on that next week. You got any shout outs or anything you want to give out here?
Thank you guys for broadcasting. Thank Justin for hosting this league. I mean, thank everyone. I think that was a clean race, not a crazy caution race. So, poor Kevin for getting spun there. But
all right, yeah. Well, hey man, we appreciate you. Congrats on the second place, and we'll see you again next week.
Thank you.
We got a second place finisher, Colton Ward. Next up, we're gonna bring in Mr. Aaron Stanton. Aaron, it's Boys in Booth. You got a copy.
What's up, guys?
Well, we spoke to you kind of recently. I remembered that because when I pulled your little graphic up here, I remember your picture. So, as another podium for you this season, walk us through your race.
Got a terrible qualifying. I got loose coming out of 4 and kind of messed it up. So the entire first half of the race, I was just trying to keep it clean, tire manage, figure out what my strategy was gonna be. Some people up front, the last caution, some people up front had damage and pit, and it kind of just put me in position. And that entire the last stint, I was just trying to match Connor, which kind of got me in the position where I was. Colton was fast, and honestly, if Colton didn't have damage, he might have even been able to beat Connor. But my race was kind of simple.
Oh, still, I mean, we saw you kind of hovering around the back half of the top 10 and somewhere around there most of the night. But what was it that really gave you the edge to come home and bring home that podium here at night?
Just a couple people, like I said, a couple people had damage and had to fix it, and then I got a really good restart, which put me in 5th. And then from there, we had that long stint, which is something that I'm good at, and I just kind of weaseled my way up to 3rd.
So how was really the tire situation and the fuel situation at the end? Obviously, since everyone was kind of on that same strategy, everyone maybe had a lap extra to go. Did you still have a set lane in the pits by chance, and how was your fuel looking?
Yeah, I did, and I also had to save about a half a lap of gas. Everybody was good. I just kind of gradually saved that half a lap throughout the entire last stint. It was kind of simple.
I love how you keep saying simple. that's funny. It's a great finish, but sometimes there are nights like that where it was simple. So, well, it's obviously a good finish for you. here tonight. And for really I guess one last question, the outlook for the rest of the season. You know, we've spoken to you before up here after a race as a podium finisher. Do you think you can really start knocking these things off, and if you really have a chance to kind of get up there and battle with Connor Leach, Colton Ward, and Kevin Smith for this championship?
Not really. I can't really make every race in this league. I try to, but my work schedule's weird sometimes. So me and Justin are just pretty good friends, so I just kind of run in this league whenever I can.
I got you. Well, either way, it's still good to still have you up here and talk to us sometimes. Go ahead and give out your thank yous and your shout outs.
Thanks to you guys for broadcasting. You guys do a really good job, by the way. And thanks, Justin, for putting this on.
Well, there we go. That is the word from third place finisher here tonight, Mr. Aaron Stanton. Congrats again. Thanks for talking to us.
Yep.
Well, there we go, Trev. A little bit different for you here tonight because you were broadcasting and racing at the same time. So how was this race, I guess, from both perspectives for you here tonight?
The first half, a little cautions going on, but I was really hoping that I maybe could have got that long run in. That's usually my forte. I could probably get something done in a long run, but as you could see, or as you saw, it just wasn't in the cards tonight. That happens. Ended up coasting along, finishing 20th. I hate 20th as much as I hate second, by the way, but it is what it is, and it was fun. It was fun to kind of just get to ride around here, watch these guys race. Tried to contend there a little bit towards the end, try to beat these boys on strategy, and maybe if it would have worked out, actually, I might have probably gotten me a top 5 out of this, just if it would have worked out. But other than that, man, it was fun. I appreciate these guys letting me come out here and race with them, getting caught up with them, wrecking with them, driving with them, and yeah, I can't say enough. I got to thank Justin for that. He let us come out here and do something pretty special, and I know yours is coming up here pretty soon. You're going to be tackling the other version of Circuit Atlanta, the new version. We don't call it. We don't.
If he lets me.
That's true. That's very true. So we'd have to see. Stay tuned for that one. We don't call it Echo Park. We call it Live Atlanta. Yeah, forget that. So, yeah, man, we just have to wait and see. Love broadcasting this each and every week. We had something new up here. We had all the boys from the Jack Shack up here, and yeah, this was just something different. Trying new things, loving it. We're trying to get a couple new things in store here in the next weeks and whatnot. We got something special coming here. Not going to give too much away, but they're not going to hear about it until it's dropped. So look out for that. That'll be pretty sweet. And yeah, man, just enjoyed the night. Another one for the books, and can't wait for next week.
Oh, absolutely. So next week, Charlotte Motor Speedway next Friday. We'll be back for the Midnight Racing League, race number 9 on the season. Tuesday night, no more Tuesday Night Thunder. Don't ask me how last week went for Trev. Yeah. If you're curious, go tune in last Tuesday's race and see what happened to old Trev up here. It's unfortunate. Trev did not bring home the championship, but it was still a good effort. And obviously that was great. And I don't know what I don't know. Monday we'll have more recruitment races for SummerSlam 499. Go get signed up. We repeat that every week. Get signed up for that thing if you want your chance racing the Gen 6 cars at Talladega Super Speedway for a 500-mile race coming up. Special event for PGR eSports. Other than that, what else we got? Wednesday we might have another recruitment race up for a broadcast. That was supposed to be broadcast last Wednesday night. You know, me and my technical difficulties couldn't even get OBS to work, so apologies for that. Anyone that was looking to tune into that. And Thursday, PGR Intimidator Super Speedway Series back. I wouldn't suggest watching last night because if you even can, I think we locked that away. Now it's in a safety deposit
for the
box
best
somewhere. But yeah, that one was just sometimes things come up and anyway, so we'll be back for having your race control fall asleep.
Oh, that's crazy because last week's race control fell asleep too here. So yeah.
There you go. 2 weeks in a row, just 2 different series, but both on PGRs. So anyway, yeah, that was crazy. But we will be back next Thursday again for an actual PGR Intimidator Super Speedway Series race. Not sure what it's going to be yet. I haven't looked at the schedule for that, but we will be back once again for that, and then it'll be SummerSlam time. So definitely looking forward to that. And then, like I said, next Friday, Charlotte Motor Speedway here for the Midnight Racing League. So we congratulate Mr. Connor Leach on his win, 2 in a row for him here in the Midnight Racing League. Hope everyone tuned in for the next bout of events coming up on PGR eSports, and especially next Friday night here for Charlotte. Thanks for coming out, everybody, tonight, and we'll see you next time.